Everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today, things are obviously a little different. I wanted to do a video where we talk about things I've pre-ordered and things that are on my wish list. I have gotten back into, I don't know, I think I am ordering figures again. There was definitely a pause for like a year where I wasn't really buying anything because nothing was really like striking my fancy. Nothing really captured my attention enough for me to want to order it. But just last month, I believe, it's March now, so in February, I was struck because some figures that I really wanted came back up for like a re-release. So I did order them. I think one is actually brand new. It's like an addition to a existing collections. We'll go over that. We'll go over some that are on my like two pre-order sort of list where it's like I know I'm gonna get them. I'm just waiting for all of them to be up for pre-order at the same time, and then I'll make my move. And then a couple that are just on my like list kind of in the background where I want them for sure, but I'm deciding whether or not it's kind of worth it for me if I have the space in my collection where I think, it's a justified financial decision. So let's get into it. Welcome to my desktop. Some of these I'm not gonna even explain myself. I have a lot of really old what are they called? Bookmarks. Anyway, so here's Ami Ami. I'm a big fan of Ami Ami, okay? I have been ever since I discovered them. I didn't even discover them naturally. It wasn't like my discovery. Someone else who I follow on YouTube who has like a pretty extensive figure collection mentioned that they shop through Ami Ami. And to be honest, if you are making a purchase where there's multiple figures and you're getting a big enough discount that it kind of balances out the higher shipping charge versus like something like Crunchyroll, then I think Ami Ami is the place to go. So anyway, I don't really talk about it here, but I'm a really big horror movie fan. I love scary movies. Off the top of my head, I actually, I'm looking up here. I actually have a Cuckoo poster from when I went to say Cuckoo, starring the iconic Hunter Schafer. Top of my head, I really love The Ring. The Ring is one of those movies that's very formative for me. I don't know. I just feel like when I was really developing my personality and realizing that I liked scary movies and stuff like that, I think The Ring had just kind of like come out. I want to say like, when did The Ring come out? Hold on. The Ring. Oops. I was searching something else up. Ring. It came out in 2002. Okay, that seems too early. But maybe I watched it a couple years later. The point is, I really love The Ring. It was one of those ones that I really have a distinct connection with where I was like watching it by myself as like probably like a fifth or sixth grader, and I was like, yeah, this shit goes, this slaps. I'm also a big fan of the It series. I'm a really big fan of like The Nun. I really love kind of like weirder indie horror movies like It Follows, Jennifer's Body. It's not really a horror movie, obviously, but it's like it's got creepy, spooky elements. There's a bunch. I could go on and on. We could do a whole thing about that. But the point is, this brings me to this collection, which, hold on, I hope I'm not too in the way. Let me let me adjust. Okay, so this is the Horror Bishouju collection. I have been looking at this collection for years and years and years. And the thing is, I don't actually remember when they first came out, but I know that I wasn't super into figure collecting at that time. And then by the time I actually was like, yeah, figure collecting is something that I really enjoy and I'd like to do more, these had been gone forever. And like there was occasionally ones like this one in particular is the one that I really wanted. I really want. Okay, I'm in the way again. I really wanted this one for years, and I would see like fakes pop up on like eBay and shit, and I was like, there's no way that's the original because they were like $40. And I'm like, it's just not real. Okay, I know this. So this is Pennywise. I love this. Like I said, I really like the It series, especially the newer ones with Bill Skarsgård. I just think this is gorgeous. I can't zoom in. I don't know why. I think this is so cute. I love her. I love the balloon. I love her little like clown pants and the way that Georgie's little sailboat is down here. I love this figure. I think it's so cute. This is if there was only one I was going to get from this like re-release of these, it was going to be this one. If you do want this one, it is still available for pre-order because it doesn't come out till the summer. This is the one I'm so excited to have. Um that being said, I did order a couple more of these. Like here's the thing. I think a lot of these are really cool. Like a lot of these are actually not open for re-release devastatingly because I really love this Edward Scissorhands one. I think this one is so cool. If they re-release this one, I'm absolutely getting it. The movie is tainted for me a little bit because of Johnny Depp, but that's besides the point. I love this figure. I think it's super cool. Um, there's a couple other. I really like the Jason Voorhees one. This one's sick. Look at her freaking abs, dude. Wild. I would get this one in a heartbeat as well. And look how cheap it was, dude. It's probably like I feel like if they re-release it, it's not gonna be that cheap. But um, there's just a lot of cool ones. The Freddy one is pretty cool. But the ones I did get, so I got the Pennywise. I also had to mention I love the ring, so I did get the Sadako one. This one is really cool, really like intricate. I love how she's like mounted on this like I don't know, like sculpture of like the videotapes and like the tape reels. I think that is so cool. So many cool details. She just looks sick as hell. And then the last one I ended up pre-ordering is the Beetlejuice one. I think this one is really cool as well. I love her poppy green hair. Like in the movie, his hair is kind of like it's green, but it's like kind of like musty green. I like that her hair is like neon green. I love that she's like sitting on the tombstone. I think this is so cool. I'm obsessed. So I'm so happy to have gotten the opportunity to pre-order those. I will also say they did at one point have this version of Pennywise. I like the one I got better. I like the full color, but I can appreciate the black and white one. It makes the balloon pop a little bit more. And then they also at one point had this version of Beetlejuice, which I like her outfit and I like that she has the handbook for the recently deceased. I kind of wish they incorporated that in the like more original outfit one. I think this one is like just as cool as the original. I don't know if I like one better or not. I don't know. They're both really cool. So I'm super excited to have those. This Tiffany one is really cool as well. I think she looks amazing. And also of note is the Chucky one. The Chucky one is really cute as well. I guess we can also look at the Bubba. That's okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It is cool, but I feel like it doesn't really read as like like Leatherface sort of like you would have to explain it to me a little bit. Anyway, so that is what I have officially pre-ordered. I believe Sadako and Beetlejuice are supposed to release this month. Um so I'm looking forward to well, I'm not looking forward to when Ami Ami reaches out to tell me I owe them money, but I am excited to have those. Moving on. Next up. I have mentioned this a couple of times. I love Fire Emblem. Specifically, Fire Emblem Three Houses is what really got me into the Fire Emblem realm. I played Fire Emblem Three Houses because I had a Switch and I heard really good things about it. And they're like, don't worry, you don't have to know anything about Fire Emblem lore at all to get into the game. And I said, all right, sign me up. And then it just like took over my life. I am such, this game in particular has changed my life. That being said, these are not all the ones that they have released. So the three, if you're unfamiliar, the three houses, it's basically like medieval Hogwarts. So this guy, Dimitri, my love, he is in charge of one of the houses. Edelgard, also my love, also in charge of a second house. And then they don't have a Claude figure. They used to have one of the pop-up parade figures. Actually, hold on. Hold please. Okay, here's the thing. I'm back. Here's the thing. So, this is one of the pop up parades. This is Claude. He is one of the leaders of a Fire Emblem house, the one of the first houses. Is I don't want to explain the lore. Okay, they have this guy, yellow guy. His name is Claude. He's the best. Then they have red girl. This is Edelgard. She's also the best. And then they have blonde blue boy. This is Dimitri, also the best. It is what it is. Okay, I can't get into it. The point is, I why girl why I'm not. I'll get back to that. So there's three. There's Hufflepuff, Slytherin, and Gryffindor, basically. And then under each one of these three leaders, there's more people. I have all of the ones up until these brand new ones. So these are the two main characters. It's great. Why is his pre-order? I wasn't gonna get him anyway because like boys, whatever. This is your self insert character. You're either blue haired boy or blue haired girl, as like that's the default for Fire Emblem. It's like standard blue haired, protagonist. So this is Byleth. I'm not gonna get her pop up parade either because I already have her scale figure. Okay, so there's that. But they have these two, and they also have a third one. This is what I mean by like I'm waiting for all of these three to come out so I can buy them all at the same time. So this is Dorothea. If it'll load. Come on, internet. Let's. Anyway. Oh, okay. This is Dorothea. She's really cool. Big fan. Love her in the game. She's one of my favorites. Additionally, this boy Sylvain is also one of my favorites because you can't tell. Hold on, I'm in the way constantly. Um, him have the most beautiful codependent homoerotic relationship that has ever graced the screen of my Switch. Okay, I love them so bad, and I already have Felix, as we mentioned. I have this one. I have this one. There was like four other ones that they have. I can't even. I have them all. Okay, so I'm gonna get Dorothea. I have to get Sylvain. Felix, he's back there somewhere. He is set up in my room, so I have to get Sylvain because I need. Sorry, I'm looking over here because my OBS is over here. I'm like so not used to the double sort of thing. Anyway, I have to get Sylvain for Felix, and then they don't have her. Like, I know that she has a figure that's like going to be released shortly. Um, Hilda Fire Emblem. Yes. This girl, Hilda, who is like the assistant to Claude, and they're besties. She is so cool. She is like typical like teeny tiny girl, pink hair, but with a fuck like giant ass. What? That's not canon. Okay, everybody relax. With like a huge fucking battle axe, dude. She's the best. Anyway, the point is, I will be getting her once Hilda's gets released. Hold on. Oh, sure. Does it say when? Does it say when this closes? Anyway, I'm just waiting for Hilda to be released and then I will buy all three of them together, but I don't they're fucking dragging their feet on it. Okay. Um okay, next. Here's the deal. I did pre-order the Genya Nandroid. I think he's super cute. I love Genya. I'm a big fan. Hold on. I'm pulling up my most recent order. Because I know I got Genya and like two others. Hello? Two items. Okay. Okay. That, that. Okay, yeah. Okay, I know who I pre-ordered. So I pre-ordered the Genya Nendroid. I didn't get him the first time around. Like he went out for pre-order like probably like 6 months ago. I didn't get him at the time mostly because I just forgot a little bit to be honest. But then I did get like a notification when he came back in stock, and I was like, okay, now's my time to shine. So I did get him. I'm really excited to put this faceplate on him, but I also think this one is cutie. Uh, Patootie. So I'm really excited about that one. I also got my freaking queen, Misa. I did get this one. I got the Misa 2.0 updated version. I to be honest, I didn't even really realize that they had an Misa Nendroid. I know she had a what are they called? Nendroid Mini? She came in like a mini pack. Um but like now I have her for realsy. I think she's freaking darling. Look. When the hot goth girl starts dating the local gay Republican boy, ugh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to have her. What? Like, look at this shit. Why is she so expensive? That's crazy. Yeah, she had this like mini version. So maybe this is what they're calling the 1.0. I didn't know this came with different faceplates, to be honest. I feel like I've just seen this. And I was like, oh, it's like a mini. Yeah, 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 like this. 18? She was number 18? That's fucking wild, dog. Did they still give her that number? I guess I can't check. Hold on. Does it say? I don't think it says. Anyway, I'm really excited for this. And then last but not least, I got my boy, Bachira from Blue Lock. I do. Here's the thing. Here's the freaking thing. I love Bachira. I love Blue Lock. I am a Blue Lock stan. I never thought I would be this into a sports anime. I've never seen Haikyuu. It's on my list. Okay, I'll get around to it. I have one coworker. It's Haikyuu is the only anime he's ever seen. He's like, Dara, you need to get on it. It's the best anime ever. And I'm like, girl, it's the only one you've ever seen. Anyway, I know it's good. I'll get around to it. But the point is, I never thought I'd get into a sports anime, to be honest. And then when I watched the first season, I was like, very cool show. Very excited for like additional episodes. At that point, I wasn't convinced I was going to like really get into it. So I did I did get the was it the first two that came out? Um yeah, I think I got Isagi and Nagi. I got Isagi and Nagi. I'm just now realizing there's. Oh, I'm also. I don't think you can see. Oh my! I actually wore these to work today. I have an Isagi, and a Nagi hairpin that I got these off of Ami Ami like months ago. But the point is, I love Blue Luck. Like this is not staged. This is like just who I am. So I got the Nagi Android and I got the Isagi. Um, I didn't. I hate myself. I didn't get Ren and I didn't get Reo, and those are my two favorite characters. So I'm waiting for their ninjas to get re-released because I know they're gonna get a re-release, girl. Like, let's be fucking real. But I didn't get them initially, so I have to wait and like keep eyes open. So if someone hears word on the street that they're getting a re-release, hit my line, okay? So these are the three Nendroids that I do have coming to me. This one. Okay, so I've had this tab up on my phone so much that my phone said, here's your most recent tabs, and here's everything else that's been open for like 6 plus months. This one is open in that one. Okay, maybe not 6 plus, but like I think it's 42 days or more, or some shit like that. I love this one. I think it's so cool. I think it's so sick. And here's the thing. I have never played I've never played Darkstalkers at all. I have no idea what the concept is. Here's what I will tell you, and this is me speaking my truth. I think Morrigan is one of the coolest character designs ever. And it's not just because she's hot. She just has like an objectively cool design. Like the big giant wings and then the little wings on her head and then the long blue hair. I just think she's sick as hell. And like it goes for all the girls in Darkstalkers. I don't know anybody else's name. I barely know her name. And like maybe people are gonna be like, you're a fucking poser because you want that figure and you've never played Darkstalkers. I don't really give a fuck. I just think she's cool as hell. But she is a little spendy, as we see. So that's kind of why it's taken me a while to like actually like pull the trigger. So I don't I don't really know, man. I don't really know. And then there was also, I guess, hold on. I closed the tab. Hold on. Okay, here's the thing. These two pre-orders are closed, but like I feel like I could get them aftermarket. But I also want these ones, okay? They're also fucking expensive. These are crazy expensive, but I just know they look good as hell in person. Like, look at him. Oh my god. Oh my god. So these are ones that I've definitely like gone back and forth on. Oh my god, are you serious? I love him. Oh my god, my beautiful raccoon king, my feral animal. I love him. I think these figures are so gorgeous. So I might get them when they actually like come out. I haven't decided. And then the Edelgard one as well, I think is stunning. Hers is less like, I think they could have made hers cooler. Like it's still cool because she's got her giant like weird axe thing, but I don't think hers is as cool as Dimitri's, which is like a little bit misogynist, but whatever. Um, but I do think this is really, really cool. So I might, when these two get released, I mean, hopefully they don't get released even a little bit close to each other. Um, so I haven't decided. Like I'm really considering the Dimitri one. And I feel like if I get the Dimitri one, I have to get the Edelgard one. And then like I feel like the thing is, where's Claude? Huh? Where is he? Where is he? Where's his skill figure? Where is he? He's literally gorgeous. They have the option to do a really cool dynamic pose because he's an archer. Where is he? Is it because he's brown? You don't want to make a scale figure of him? Anyway, I'm just saying, make a Claude one too. Okay? Okay, good smile. Make a Claude one. Okay, anyway, I'm getting crazy now. I hope everybody enjoyed this at least a little bit. I thought it was fun. And I feel like these kind of videos, we can actually go like deep into my wish list next time. These are just things that I'm like contemplating. They're on the block of like maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I have a shit ton like saved on like my Crunchyroll account and stuff like that. And like just once we could just talk about figures, you know, without having to like unbox them. Not that I don't love unboxing, but we could just like talk about what's out there and you know, and vibe or whatever. Okay. If you like this, let me know. If you didn't, also let me know. I will see you in the next one. I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.